everybody, welcome back to my channel. So on this vlog, I'm going to show you guys a recap of my winter. I'm going to show all of the best waves I got out at Pipe and try to give you guys a little story behind each wave that I caught and what was going through my head at the moment. This winter, even though it was kind of lackluster for waves and the waves were not firing like normal winter, it was really poor compared to normal winters on the North Shore, but somehow it was the best winter of my life. And it was a weird winter. It started off strange and I went to the lowest of lows, and then within a couple weeks I went to the highest of highs. So I'm going to share that story today with you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And I'm excited to see how this is going to turn out. Alright, oh yeah, and also if you have not subscribed to this channel yet, please subscribe so that I know that you guys like these videos and I will keep doing it. Everyone that has been supporting this channel, I just want to say thank you and I really appreciate it. Please keep supporting. Okay, to the pipe edit.
Oh my God!
Backwash, did you see that backwash? Whoa. This backwash is gnarly right now. That was so gnarly. Look at this backwash. Look at this. Where is he? Oh, he's starting.
Nice.
Make it. I got it. Oh. This was my first wave of the winter. I was watching it for a while and I was hesitating on paddling out just because of how crowded it was, and there was a lot of backwash, and I don't really like surfing when it's like that because it's sketchy and dangerous, but I decided to go out, and I went out and I didn't have any expectations for this session. I was kind of just hoping that I would survive the crowd and maybe catch a wave, but I didn't mind if I wasn't going to catch a wave. So I went out there and this wave came through, and Billy Kemper saw that I was in the right spot and he just called the entire lineup off and just screamed, "Go Moana, go!" And everybody started screaming for me to go, so of course I turned around and went, and I got a really nice wave. So I was extremely stoked to start off my winter like this. I've never started off my winter so good before with such a nice wave. Usually on the first swells of the winter, I just sit out there and don't catch anything at all. So catching this wave was special and it meant a lot to me. I was just so surprised because it was so crowded out there. I just didn't think I was going to catch a wave. So thank you, Billy, for calling me into this wave, and thank you, Pipeline, for bringing this wave right to me. So after I caught this wave, I just went straight in because usually when I catch a really good wave at Pipe, I tend to go paddle back out and try to catch another one, and I usually never catch another one, and I sit out there for hours. So this time I was like, okay, learn from past mistakes, I'm going in. So I just went straight in, but it was a really beautiful day. Look at this. This drone shot is amazing. I love it. At this point, I was super grateful to start my winter like this, and I was excited to see what was going to happen next. This day was super interesting. It started off with super small waves, and I wasn't even going to go out because it was so small, but I decided to just go out. So I was out there and I waited for hours before I caught this wave, and it just started pulsing out of nowhere. But that's just how Pipeline is. Pipeline just has all kinds of tricks, and she loves to just randomly fire when nobody's expecting it. So I got out here probably at noon, and this probably happened around 5:30. So I was out there for hours. I was dehydrated and I was dizzy and delirious, but I was like, I need to stay out. pipe is like firing now. I'm not gonna go in. It's perfect, like 4 feet out here. So I stayed out, I caught one more wave, and I was so stoked. I was like, yes, I sat out here not in vain this time. I actually got some good waves, because I've had a lot of sessions where I just sit out there and I don't catch anything and I have to like paddle in. This session was also super fun because I got to surf with Carissa, and I love surfing with her. She's such an inspiration to me. She always has been. So anytime I get to go surfing with her, it's awesome. So that was a super fun session. All right, so after that, pipeline kind of just went in pause. It just stopped. And all the swells turned north, and it got super stormy, and it rained a lot. Hence this Waimea River right here broke, and it was gnarly. I actually never seen the river like this crazy before. It was super cool to see. Usually people will be jumping in here with their boogie boards or their surfboards trying to surf the stationary wave, but it looked like it was too gnarly and nobody was jumping in because it was super sketchy. I saw a couple people jump in, but they actually ended up falling, and they were like underwater for so long. I was actually super worried for them. Thankfully, everyone made it out safely. So unfortunately, after that last session out at Pipe, I ended up waking up the next morning super sick. And I was stressed out because the Vans Pipe Masters started. There was no way that I could really train or warm up for this event because I had the flu. So here I am in my first heat at the Vans Pipe Masters, and I got destroyed. If you watched my last vlog, or I think it was a couple vlogs ago, you would see the full story on that. So if you want to go and check that out for reference, you can. But basically, this was just like the lowest of lows for me at Pipeline. I've never gotten so hurt and injured out here before, so it was a whole new perspective, and I was shaken. I was rattled. I really didn't know like what to think anymore. Pipeline never seemed like, so scary to me until this moment in time. And I just didn't know what to think. I never felt so defeated in my life, and I knew that something was wrong. It must have been my intentions, and I knew I needed to change my mindset from here on out and never, go out to pipe with the wrong intentions ever again. I was so anxious and nervous to see what my next session was going to be like out at Pipe after that experience that I had. I really didn't know what to expect. On this day, right before the sun was setting, Larry Haynes texted me and told me, come surf Pipe, it looks really fun. So I decided to go out, and Pipeline sent this wave to me, and I just felt so happy, so relieved. This is all I wanted. I just wanted to be good with Pipe again. I can't describe to you how happy I was to get back out there and be on this wave, in this barrel, just feel the mana, the energy of Pipeline again, and just feel this connection. That's all I wanted, was to feel that connection again. When I surf out here, I really feel like this wave is not just like a wave. I feel like it's alive. I really feel like if you come out here thinking that, you're like the boss, Pipeline's gonna show you that she's the boss. Every single time that I kick out of a wave out at Pipeline, I am saying, mahalo kia kua, mahalo Pipeline. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like, this is what brings me the most happiness in life. This is where I find myself again and again. It's crazy because it's so peaceful for me out there, especially when it's golden hour and the sun's going down. Even though everybody around me is so intense, the waves are intense, just feels, just feels calming and very nice and blissful. But sometimes out of Pipe it doesn't feel like that, but I really do enjoy when the sun is setting. That's my favorite time to go and surf Pipeline. And here we are out at Pipeline on the last day of the year. I'm telling you guys, it's so hard to catch waves out at Pipe, be in the right spot when there's so many people out. So just catching a wave out there, any type of barrel, I'm so happy. It's really hard to catch waves out there, even for the best of the best. It's really difficult. Not saying that I'm the best of the best, but you know what I mean. So the sun just set, and this was my last wave of 2022. It was kind of crazy because I was watching the sunset and I was looking to see the green flash. I saw the green flash, and then right when I looked back into the lineup, this wave was coming, and I was like, oh, is anybody gonna go? And I noticed that nobody was like really in the right spot, so I just turned around and went for it. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. I literally caught a wave right when the last sunset of 2022 happened.
Oh my goodness. Look at that right at bump. Oh my gosh.
The first swell of 2023 was at the Backdoor Shootout. And this swell was crazy. This was the gnarliest pipeline I've ever surfed in my entire life. It was so scary. For my first heat, I didn't catch a wave at all. I was just dodging cleanup sets the entire time. My second heat came up, and right before we paddled out, Billy Camper told me, you're going to catch the wave of your life today. And I was just like, oh my God, no, I'm not. Like, I'm not even going to catch a wave out here. I really did not think that I was going to catch a single wave that day. I had zero confidence at this point because that was way out of my comfort zone. And a bunch of other people told me, like, don't worry, you're going to catch a good one. And I was just like, why do these people keep saying this to me? I'm not going to catch a good one. I'm going to die. So we all paddled out for our second heat, and it was bombing. The ocean seemed like chaos. Pretty much our entire heat was just giant third reef roll-in sets that just kept coming, and it didn't seem like it was ever going to stop. Didn't seem like there was going to be a break in action. So our heat was about to end, and by then everybody caught a wave. And I was still the only one that didn't catch a wave yet, and I didn't catch a wave all day, and I was feeling super, super bummed. And to top that off, our teammate, Billy Kemper, he ended up getting injured, and he had to get rescued by the water patrol. So that was also super, super scary to see and watch that all unfold. So I was just sitting out there waiting and wondering what was going to be my destiny, what was my fate. I saw Kala Grace get this amazing ride, and I was just like looking into this barrel thinking, that's so scary. How did he turn and go for that wave? So our heat ended, the horn blew, and then the ocean just became calm all of a sudden, and it was just me and Kala sitting next to each other, and all of a sudden this perfect line just started approaching us, and I was in the perfect spot. Kala just said, go Moana, go, and I turned around, and this is what that line turned into. It turned into this wave, and basically it was the most craziest experience of my life. I never thought that I would catch a wave like this ever. It was always a dream for me to try to catch a wave like this, but I didn't know that I was capable of catching a wave like this, and just being in this wave was the most special thing ever. That entire day I felt like I didn't belong out there, and I felt like I didn't deserve to be out there. Pipeline just gave me this wave at the end of the day, and it really made me feel like she was telling me, no, you do belong out here. This is for you. I can't even describe how much this wave meant to me.
So we're going to hope and pray that he's okay. And Moana Jones, Moana Round, that's tight. On a bomb. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That is the end for this vlog, this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a comment and don't forget to like this video. Before I jump off of here, I just want to say thank you to Free Surf Magazine for making this little article about me. Thank you guys. They've been super supportive to me throughout all the years. And they put my pipe wave in here. Love this sequence, super cool. Thank you guys. Okay, well, that's it for this episode, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and I'll see you guys next week with the next episode, whatever that may be. I don't know what it is yet, but we'll find out. All right, bye everybody. Have a good weekend.